Jesus, during his public ministry, he was preaching by his way of life.
Created April 17, 2020, we are an assembly of Christians and without the care of our different denominations came together with the sole purpose of rebuilding our world by word of scripture. We are the Our World Group.
Jesus had moral authority. Jesus was not afraid of their confrontations. We know that the Jewish people, they were after Jesus, looking for ways to put him down, looking for ways to kill him. John chapter 7, verse 1 to 2, 10, 25 and 30. You're going to bring together this tension that existed. The Jewish people wanted to kill Jesus, and they were looking for the slightest thing to measure on it. When Jesus was preaching in the temple, during the Jewish feast of the tabernacle, he overheard the Jewish people questioning, "Is this not the man you wanted to kill? And you people believe him as a Christ. When the real Christ will come, what will you do?" These were some of the topics at the background. And Jesus, hearing these arguments, cried out that they know him and they know where he is from. And he is not here on his own authority. He is out for an assignment given to him by his Father. That whatever he's doing what God has sent him to do. That he's not speaking on his own. When they were listening to all this, they were actually angry and tense. They were tense. Why? Because they saw that moral authority in Jesus. They were tense because Jesus' presence made most of them to be guilty. Jesus' preachings made most of them to be guilty. And that is why his presence among the Jewish people was always provoking tension, because they wanted that Jesus should instead follow their own laws, of which Christ came to accomplish what God assigned him to do. Christ had moral authority and he could not go down to the level of listening to human beings. He came to transform. Those who listened to him were transformed. The presence of Christ indicated the presence of a transformation, transforming us and preparing us for eternity. This is why Christ came. So all the confrontations and attacks launched by the Jewish people was only because the presence of Christ made them to see the emptiness in all what they were doing. And we Christians, we need to understand that even in our world today, when we see someone with moral authority, when we see someone who is honest and straightforward, we don't always want such people. Because when these type of people are talking, their talk always affect people who are doing negative things. Their talk will always be like a piercing instrument into us who are doing negative and contrary things. This is just how Jesus' preaching was to the Jewish people. His preaching was like a confrontation to them, and they needed to react to keep him out of the way. And with this, Jesus had noticed it, but he tables it today. He came to do the will of his Father. He did not come on his own. And we Christians, we need to know this. Know that with the presence of Christ, we obtain transformation. Let's go towards Christ.